Well, I'm going to give you the mic. I'm going to turn this air conditioner
All
off there. Talk to Chicago and the nation. Have fun.
Hi, my name is Billy. I don't know what to say.
Well, you know, about around the time that Pumpkins formed in 1988, I fathered a child, and now that he's so successful, of course, this is the lead singer from My Chemical Romance. When I saw the success he was having, I wanted to get back in the game and rock out with my son. It's always the ego thing of like trying to look really good. We're going to try and look real bad.
Does not look like anything at all.
Yeah, right. Just to completely obscure our personas.
Actually,
And just stand behind our music. Okay, that's pretty...
camouflage. James just wants to be a star. You could tell by the blue eyeshadow.
Imagine this scene. The name of the album's Gish. The name of the album's Siamese Dream. The name of the album's Melancholy and Infinite Sadness. It was like...
I call it the bad pun game. It couldn't be any worse than the name of the band.
Your sort of biggest hope for the album?
That,
The biggest hoke on the album.
No, this is serious.
I don't think so.
That,
Again, I think it's just something that bothers me.
The album will create
But I think it's going to be fine.
a resolving harmonic in each person, and world peace will be consummated. And from that will be born babies who will buy our records.
And what if that doesn't happen?
We'll kind of come and find you and kill you.
I'll be happy just as long as people don't use the CDs as frisbees. I'm happy.
This is to show you how much I know about Jerry Bryan. I saw this frightening show where it was like your 2000th cable access show. Is that right?
That could have been, yeah.
And you just kept going on. This is our 2000. Can you believe it? I love video. I love video. I love it. And it just went on like there was no videos. It was just you going on about how you love video.
He took on this kind of Nosferatu sort of style in the video, which is like really cool. And of all the people we've worked with in Europe and America, he's definitely the tallest. And he just thought that could be interesting as a character. You know, his music was very dark and sort of spooky, and we wanted to kind of capture that in the way that the camera recorded Billy's performance.
She called me and said, "Well, how do you feel about me coming to Chicago?" And I sort of ambivalently said, "Sure." And by which she informed me, "I'm already here. I'm at the airport."
And you're with your girlfriend at this point?
Well, my girlfriend at the time wasn't aware of this concept. So I was put in this sort of all of a sudden awkward double bind. Plus, you know, I love Courtney, but, you know, Courtney's not the type of girl you just say, okay, just sit down for a moment, let's just be calm and think this through. It wasn't really like that. So she showed up looking very sexy, you know, ready to rock, as we say in Pumpkin's world. And I kind of freaked out.
Would you have any expectations coming into this award show?
It's going to be cold.
Come on, it's not that bad. I know it's Canada, but there's no snowsuits here.
I'll be wearing one.
Everybody shows up for the video. It's going to be a nice, big, expensive video. Everybody gets dressed, and then we sit around for 11 hours, roughly.
I love video. I love it.
I do one bad show. One bad show.
Bad is not the operative word. Frightening. You were out of your mind.
Things that are a little more heavy.
Sorry about that.
Did you just do that?
It's okay. It's okay. If anyone was going to do that, that's just fine.
We're supposed to come
You're
in
supposed to
and
wreck things.
They got it in their heads they were going to use a single camera, speed and slow down the track, and then it would move on this track, and then you'd go through these different scenes.
So Billy had to kind of perform to these different speeds. So sometimes he was walking quickly, although it looks like, you know, he's walking slowly because that's slow motion. And sometimes he was very slow, but he had these spiky movements.
Why did you choose Bullet for the first video?
The record company did a survey of Kmart shoppers between 30 and 40, and this is the song they came up with.
Well, she'd been with Kurt on some level previously, but it wasn't sort of a full-blown romance. And then she hooked up with Kurt that night. They were together, and then the next morning she called me asking me if she could come over to my place, by which I said, well, if you slept with, you know, rock star A, you can't come back to rock star B. And she, I think she went off to Minneapolis, and then next thing you know, they were getting married, and it was all this, you know, thing.
Bear, who recruited hundreds of extras that were such fans of the band, they were willing to cover themselves in mud for the entire day.
These are not the children of Woodstock. Do they look like they want to rock? I have one thing to say. Oh, the humanity. The youth of America continues to frighten me at an alarming pace.
So he's to blame.
Well, he's $1,100 out.
Yeah, but he also ruined my romance.
We decided to try something else which we really wanted to do, was to take the 35mm print, which is all clean and beautifully shot and lit, and we printed it down onto 16mm, a bit more grainy and rough, and then we printed that down onto 8mm Super 8, which is really rough and grainy. And then we took that Super 8 film and we actually went and scratched the film and burnt it and threw it down the stairs and put that back together, did an edit where you'd go from Super 35 lovely film into kind of a sepia 16mm, a bit more grainy, and this is all seamlessly, and then into a Super 8. And that really made it rough and kind of took apart the edifice, but I think at that point everyone was like, and you've made it look like a piece of shit. But we thought it looked great.
It's quite cool, actually. It's a cool alternative version of it. I think it was right to leave it the way it is.